Jaden's first time playing D&D. That's interesting. Just like her getting into the speedrunning thing and all that. I mean, it's cool that she's getting into more and more stuff, and she's actually taking it seriously, and that she's making a video about it. So, oh boy,
Kind of makes me wonder, actually.
what?
So I don't always get her notifications when she's streaming, and I wonder if she's played Baldur's Gate.
Well, I think she has a separate channel just for gaming and streaming. Hold on.
Maybe because she hasn't streamed in 2 months.
So basically, it's just, yeah, it looks like.
It doesn't look like she's played it yet. At least not that she's uploaded or anything.
There she is playing bomb defusal with, what is it?
Keep talking.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Yeah, with odd ones out.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh boy. So yeah, second channel for Jaden Animation. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a live tab there, so I think if she does stream, she streams on her main channel.
Probably Twitch.
Could be.
Hold on.
I haven't checked to see if she has a Twitch or not.
Yep, there it is. When's her last stream?
Yeah.
Oh, she's streaming right now.
Now. So
Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer.
Phasmophobia with friends.
I played Phas with some people last night. It's changed a lot since I last played.
Nice.
It's
She's
still
almost
the same
at
as
1
a
million
concept,
followers. She's at 895,000 followers. Jesus. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, this Jaden playing D&D. It's good that she's getting into other things and she's taking it seriously and she's having fun.
You're on the wrong one.
Oh fuck! Come on, dude.
At least I caught it.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what Jaden's first time playing D&D was like. So let's get into it. Here we go.
Dungeons & Dragons is like a board game without the board, and you play using your imagination. If you think of something,
the board is
it
the
can
whole
just
table.
happen in game. D&D is very
Yes.
popular. Almost everyone I've ever met absolutely loves it, and I have never played it before, even though I always thought I would really like it. People would tell me stories of their games, like, so this one time me and my party were entering a cave, and there was a big ogre guarding some treasure, but I used my charisma stat to seduce him, and we ended up eloping together. Dude, if you don't think that sounds
Yep.
crazy fun, then I don't think we would get along, and you should probably unsubscribe. But if you do think that sounds fun, then hey. Sorry, I've never done that before. It felt
Already
weird.
subscribed.
I decided to reach out
Too
to
late.
Charlie, aka
Already
Slimesicle, aka Charlie Slimesicle, because he's super into D&D, and we ended up forming a little group of me, Alpharad, Ronbu as the players, and Charlie as the Dungeon Master, which is like the game organizer / manager / god. We all created our characters, and into the world we were teleported. The clouds part over a vast, lush forest. In it, a giant ancient oak tree can be found looming over all the other trees. The inside has been hollowed out, and a sign hangs
So
on the
playing
side
Dungeons
reading
and Dragons
Old
with an
Oak Inn.
animator would be so
Inside,
much
many
fun for this very reason.
Yes,
It's like your adventures are gonna get animated.
it would be fun.
Awesome.
creatures of various origins are relaxing, drinking,
Hey,
Hey.
there's
That's
Keyleth and Vex.
Yep.
socializing, but one stands out.
I think that was Grog and
Creatures of
And
various origins
and
are
Pike as
relaxing,
well.
yeah,
drinking,
that is
Grog
Grog
and
and
Pike.
Pike. Yeah, look at him, just guzzling.
socializing, but one stands out. A cat, equipped with various instruments, sits at a table, leaning over their cup of milk and scanning the room. They spot a dragonborn drinking at the bar, alone, seemingly pondering life. From the other end of the bar, a man in a suit approaches the dragon and starts a casual
So
conversation.
clearly she's playing the Dragonborn.
Obviously.
Do you know Mark? No, I don't. Who are you? I'm Paul. I'm an assistant manager at Ye Old Mart of Wall. 43 years.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let's hear that one more time.
You? I'm Paul. I'm an assistant manager at Ye Old Mart of Wall.
Ye Old Mart of Wall.
43 years old.
I'm probably
My wife-
always going to call it that if I ever go there again.
Ye old Mart of Wall.
I just hardly ever go there because they're not fucking open late anymore.
I just call it Wally World.
Passed away during childbirth. My parents died, and my only child, Paul Jr., ran away at age 6. I'm living a deadbeat life, not even able to go up in the corporate ladder because my manager, Mark, prevents me from doing so. So here I am, drinking away my woes. I'm Zoot. Hi, excuse me. Are you two new around here? Born and raised. I wish I was. Okay, so I've been stuck in a time loop for what I believe to be the past 3 years. I've relived the same day over and over. I suspect my neighbor Thomas somehow trapped me here, but I don't know how to escape. I can prove it. Look, over there. In about 5 seconds, there's a 70% chance a waiter is gonna trip and drop their glasses onto the ground. Well, all right.
So basically, they're pulling a Groundhog Day plus I hate my job. Let's kill my boss. And then Jaden's just like, I am just trying to enjoy my
I'm
drink.
just kind of here being a dragon lady.
Yeah.
It's a bit impressive, but like, it's gonna take a bit more convincing because that wasn't all that. Suddenly, a sheep crashes through the tavern windows. And
I was like, where is the music coming from?
I know that, dude, Coconut Mall. That drop on Coconut Mall, which I sprung a pretty funny meme from it, and some people seem to have liked it.
rampaging around the inn. It's going straight up crazy, knocking over tables, knocking over people. Paul mentions it's got something in its mouth, and the sheep immediately stops and runs straight up to him. As Paul takes what seems to be a scroll out of the sheep's mouth, Zoot whips out their mace in an attempt to pepper spray the sheep, but slips on a puddle of rum and accidentally sprays Paul, who just is disappointed at this point. The three open the scroll, and Zoot, recognizing it's a speak with animals spell, translates it, casting a huge shockwave and blasting everything in its radius.
That shouldn't be what
Hello?
a speak with animals
Can you
spell
understand-
does.
Oh boy.
And me now. Why the f did you try to spray me with mace? Zoot and the sheep start bickering as Paul and Tholomew just stare at them. Just forget it, forget it. I'm no ordinary sheep. I used to be human and was cursed into a sheep's body. My name is Luop, and I need
I realized something and I'm gonna save it. Just
your help becoming human again. Please. Alright, Lop. Well, it's Luop. Come on, guys, let's go. And for some reason, they all went along with it, still not understanding what the hell is going on. Maybe, they both thought, they could find their arch enemies, Mark and Thompson, along the way. The group is walking through the woods. Tholomew is very on edge, feeling like something isn't quite right. The tree line is shifting in unnatural ways. Oak trees are turning into birch. The bushes are rustling. Zoot spots various random animals along the path and picks up a
Unicorn.
turtle, which
I saw that.
whistling.
I saw that.
Various random animals
The beast over the garden wall.
Hell yeah.
along the path. Picks up a turtle, which they add to their inventory. Paul
Hey.
tries to pocket a
Was it-
turtle of his own.
Was there
but
a
it turns
unicorn with
Yes.
heart glasses
Yes.
and Gravity Falls?
Yeah. Not pure. Yeah. I think there was. Also, Ari just chilling.
picks up a turtle, which they add to their inventory.
That's
Paul tries
awesome.
to pocket a turtle of his own, but it turns out to be a rock. And is then mauled by a cougar. He ends up unharmed, though his adventure suit he changed into is now ruined. Zoot feels bad about Paul not getting a turtle, so they offer to let Paul name theirs, to which he chooses Paul Jr. They eventually reach a clearing with a large stone outcrop covered in engraved shifting runes. Carved into a stone is a large bronze door with a face on it. Hello. You should try to impress it. Oh, okay.
Answer me these riddles 3, and then you can come in. I'm a riddle whore. The alphabet goes from A to Z, but I go from Z to A. What am I?
The alphabet alphabet backwards.
The answer was
She's got turned into a fucking zebra.
Mm-hmm.
zebra. Who's next? I move without wings between silken strings. I lean as you may find my substance behind.
Not gonna lie, it'd be a lot easier to answer these riddles if I could actually
understand it.
understand the damn door.
Hold on, let me change up to clear voice.
I'm already on it. It doesn't help.
I'm
My substance behind.
A silkworm?
I'm gonna say a spider, because I got the butt strings.
Oh, I got it wrong.
You may pass.
Wait, but can you turn our friend back?
Oh yeah, double or nothing. Answer this next riddle, and your friend will be turned back. I creep and crawl with no eyes, legs, or ears, but I can move the earth with my peers. What am I?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Answer to the question.
Yeah, like spelling bee style.
No.
The door is just like, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you, and I'm gonna spit your bones back out.
Nice try, but you're not gonna worm your way out of this.
Worm is the answer.
I think I picked up on it. I don't know if you noticed, but he said worm on accident. I'm very detail oriented.
Don't listen to him. He's a zebra.
Paul Jr., what do you think the answer is? Turtle. Turtle, final answer. It's a worm.
Thank God. Damn it, Jaden.
The adventurers walk through the door's mouth, which closes behind them. As they're walking into an open room, they're greeted by a closed silver door. Zoot immediately pitches the turtle at the door, but nothing happens. There's 3 dishes of clay placed in front of 3 pedestals, and the door face emerges once again, this time on the ceiling.
In order to continue, create whatever you want.
Not wanting to deal with more riddles, Zoot throws a dagger into the door's eye.
Dude, fine, I'm not helping you with this one.
The group, now lost with no direction, decides for some reason
Once again, Jaden being the agent of chaos that she is, and just absolutely just destroying any hope of solving the riddle.
There's also a dungeon master that's just kind of like, I really want my puzzles to be solved. And therefore is kind of being a jerk on like allowing player creativity.
Yeah.
See, like if you did this in Baldur's Gate, like and attack the door face, you're probably starting combat, and if you kill the door face, it's probably gonna leave a giant hole in the wall you can climb through, or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I would probably play it in like one of my games as well. It's just like if someone really doesn't want to solve my puzzle I planned out, they come up with a decent like alternative, like roll for it, you know?
Yeah. Just be like, I throw a dagger in your eye. Ow!
It's like make your attack roll.
It's like, ow! Alright, you know what? Screw it.
But also, I'm probably giving the ceiling an AC that's not going to be easy to hit. So, like, the dagger's just going to bounce off or something. You know?
Yeah. Unless they roll a nat 20.
In which case, it's like, all right, then. I guess we're doing this. You just pissed off the giant ceiling monster.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
now lost with no direction, decides for some reason to all start eating the clay, even feeding some to Paul Jr. and Lwop against their wills. After all the clay has been consumed, the pillars glow red and more clay drops down from the ceiling, resetting the puzzle.
Yeah. This is a DM that's just like, I refuse. I refuse to allow you to do your shenanigans. Solve the damn puzzle so you can move on.
Out of ideas, Diaz, they decide to do what the doorface suggested. Tholomew sculpts a crown, Zoot rolls out a worm, and Paul builds a penguin. They all place their creations on pedestals, which sink in and beam green before the lights turn out and everything goes dark. They flash back on and suddenly all their creations have come to life in weird clay flesh bodies. Paul cleaves at his penguin with his great axe, nearly cutting it clean in half, revealing that the inside is just more clay. The worm monster looks at Zoot and says, "It's wormin' time!" causing Zoot to scream and sending a shockwave towards it, immediately exploding the worm
So she's
and
playing,
splattering clay
shoot, which dragon is that? Your dragon ancestry gives you a different power depending on which dragon you're descended from. And she played the one with Thunder Wave, essentially.
Okay, interesting.
So I can't remember what color dragon that is, what dragon flight that is, but yeah.
everywhere, living as a normal-sized worm now. The worm lunges and wraps itself around Zoot's throat, trying to choke them out. Tholomew rips the arms off the crown monster and dodges its follow-up attack. The penguin reforms itself, sprints full speed at Paul, but slips and splats into a pile of clay on the ground, to which Paul finishes off with his axe. Meanwhile, Tholomew attempts to rip the legs off the crown, only for the crown legs to turn into arms, grabbing Tholomew and climbing onto their head, causing them to lose their mind, viewing the other party members as enemies. Paul shifts his attention
cast
to
madness on
Tholomew, his great axe horizontally at the crown. Unfortunately, it goes a bit low and the handle smacks Tholomew directly in the face. Zoot gets a grip on the worm, ripping it off their throat, and breathes acid onto it until it's reduced to ash. Tholomew blows on
Okay,
the
never mind.
back
She has two different kind of breath attacks, so...
That's kind of crazy.
The shockwave thing might have been Psychic Scream.
Maybe.
In which case, I actually don't know what class she is. I haven't been able to figure that out. I've only been able to figure out she's Dragonborn, so... But the acid spray, I think she's a black dragon in that case.
I wonder what gave it away.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would have made sense from the color, but there's also, like...
It made
the
sense from the
potential-
color. It's just Nick didn't want to be racist.
It's like, you don't potentially have to color the dragon the color of its ancestry.
I know. I'm
Or
just
what
being
the
a
dragon
dick. I'm just being a dick, man. Come on.
sending out a thunderous
Ow!
That is definitely thunderous.
Yes.
It's reduced to ash. Tholomew blows on their bagpipes to attack Paul, sending out a thunderous shockwave that shakes the cavern. Paul is able to hold his ground, runs up to the two, and successfully cleaves the crown off Tholomew's head. All the clay monsters have been defeated. The silver door opens, and everyone cheers together in celebration. The adventurers enter the new room to be greeted by wooden structures, spiral staircases, platforms, and a golden door at the very back wall. It looks like a camp is set up inside the area, and voices can be heard above on one of the platforms. Tholomew scans the area looking for traces of their neighbor, Thompson. Not only do they discover a pack of goblins that have inhabited the area, but he also recognizes a familiar boot print in the clay. It's the same type Thompson wears. Paul climbs up to the goblin platform and sparks conversation. The goblins are confused and a bit wary of the intruders.
Why does
but
that thing that they're spit roasting look so familiar?
I don't know.
I've seen that somewhere.
I have
Is it
too.
Adventure Time or something?
Maybe.
sparks conversation.
Oh gosh. What
Comment
would-
section, like, remind me what that is.
It would have been truly hilarious if it were Bebo from frickin' Rick and Morty. Remember the friggin' monster that they gutted that led them to water? Bebo saved us. He led us to water. He won't even feel it. Proceeds to gut him open, and as he feels everything.
Yeah.
The goblins are confused and a bit wary of the intruders, but introduce themselves nonetheless.
I'm Gob. That's Glob. That's Gobble. That's Gobble Gob. And that's the Peeler.
The peeler.
And who's that?
That's Bloyle.
Loyal.
So your names are Gob, Glob, Gobble, Gobble Gob, Peeler, and Bloyle?
The Peeler.
Got it. So your name is the Peeler. You don't know anything about Marker Thompson.
That's the most dangerous one, hands down.
Easily. Or he's misunderstood. He's like, he's just really likes knives, and he's like, they call me the peeler because I'm a whiz at peeling potatoes.
I'd say it's more likely he peels the flesh off of things before they eat it.
Potatoes. Or tomatoes.
Whatever.
Or apples.
You know what I mean.
I'm just joking.
know about one thing. And that's peeling. Yeah. Great, there you go. Oh.
You see?
Okay, all right, we're leaving. Paul starts booking it to the door they came in through, the peeler right on his tail, stabbing at his ankles. No one else is doing or saying anything, they're just watching. Paul makes it back to the previous room, and the peeler slinks into the shadows. With Paul in the other room and Tholomew and Zoot unable to speak Goblin, Tholomew is left trying to communicate through improvised sign language, pointing at the door and blowing kisses at the goblins to signal peace. Zoot tries to slip around the goblins in the meantime, as communication is clearly not working and the goblins are only getting more aggressive, but they bump into an invisible force they can't see, alerting the goblins, who are now initiating combat. Zoot decides to keep running to the door as Tholomew bangs on their drums, sending sound shockwaves at the attacking goblins. Gob, Glob, and Gobble are all sent flying off the edge of the platform, falling to their
That sounds
deaths.
like Thunderwave.
Gob, in a fit of rage after losing his friends, lunges at Tholomew but misses completely, sending himself off the edge of the platform too. The peeler
He must have
emerges
rolled
from
a 1.
the shadows to lunge at Tholomew, who is taking up Loyal, but Paul jumps in just in time, clashing blades with him. As everyone is distracted, Zoot gets to the door, peeking in to see an entirely golden room with a small golden rod shaped like a tree branch floating at the center. The branch shifts between valuable materials, at one moment being made of gold, then emerald, then ruby. Gobblegob, the goblin that accidentally dove off the side of the platform, sprints back up the stairs and attempts to tackle Tholomew off the platform, but accidentally leaps over.
Must have rolled a 1 again.
Dude, your depth perception is god awful.
Yep.
For him and plummets once again over the edge, this time to his demise. Paul and Tholomew perform a clumsy team attack together and finish off the peeler. And
My god. They performed the Mario Brothers stomp.
winning the battle,
Jesus.
but because of the uncoordinated attack, Paul's axe is now peeled. They all hurry over to Zoot and enter the golden room together, trying to figure out how to get the artifact down. Zoot suggests they all toss Lop into the air to get it down, so Paul so long gave Bowser's the sheep in the air, but in the complete opposite.
Hold on. I heard that. I heard that.
So Paul so long gave Bowser's.
So long, Gay Bowser. You know they changed that in the Super Mario.
I think
3D.
she said so long me Bowser though.
No, it's so long,
They
Gay
all
Bowser.
toss Lop into the air to get it down, so Paul so long gave Bowser's.
Oh, she actually did say it.
Yeah, because that's what it originally quote unquote says in the original Mario 64.
This is what it sounds like.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be so long, King Bowser.
Ah, okay.
It's supposed to be so long, King Bowser, but it came as so long, Gay Bowser. And they changed it in the Super Mario 3D All Stars to bye bye.
Ah, okay.
And it's so I hate that, dude. Come on! I want my so long, Gay Bowser. Thankfully, Jaden gives me one. Thank you, Jaden.
The sheep into the air, but in the complete
Yay!
opposite direction. Tholomew quickly runs over and breaks his fall, and before Lop can say anything, they throw him again, this time hitting their target as they both fall to the ground. No one stops Lop's fall this time as he lays motionless on the floor. As Tholomew is healing up Lop, Zoot approaches the wand, only for it to be snatched by an invisible force. An unseen figure then reveals itself. Well, hey there, neighbor. Oh, and Paul, it's me, your good friend, Mark Thompson.
They're both the same person.
Tholomew,
Yes.
you ruined my life, spreading false rumors about me. You said I cursed you, and now no one wants to talk to me. My wife and kids left me, everyone avoids me, so I spent years becoming a dark wizard, and I'm gonna have my revenge. What about me? And you, Paul. Anyway, yeah! You're gonna be spending the rest of your lives here in this shifted sanctum. I'll be going now. Tholomew quickly casts Locate Object on the wand Mark is now holding and throws ink in the general direction, hoping to reveal where Mark is, but unfortunately doesn't land. Zoot sprints in the direction Tholomew indicated and attempts to tackle the air. They make contact, but bounce off of Mark's rock-solid beer gut, breaking the invisibility spell. Tholomew whips out their drums, slamming it with the intent to cast a Thunderwave on Mark, sending him flying from the impact. Zoot follows behind and shouts, "Depression!" casting a command spell on him. He stops in his tracks, facing Zoot, and says, "I'm so sad, having never dealt with depression before." He pulls out a picture of his ex-wife and kids
Oh.
and just stares at it longingly. Paul and Tholomew see their chance to attack him and once again try to use an ultimate team attack. They grip Paul's peeled axe together and throw it in tandem at Mark. But once again, they mess up and Tholomew is accidentally sent flying with the axe as it pierces Mark's chest. Mark is unfazed, still wallowing in his depression. But Zoot sees this as an opportunity, casting Disguise Self and visually turning themselves into Mark's ex-wife. Ella, is that you? It is. Mark. Mark drops the photo and wand, sobbing, and slowly walks towards Zoot, who has their arms out, ready for his embrace. He grabs Zoot and pulls him close, tears streaming down his face. It's been so hard. It's okay. I'm here now. Zoot pulls back just a bit, just to look into Mark's eyes, which are sparkling
Bites
with
head off.
tears, and proceeds to acid blast him point
Oh.
I was gonna say acid blast him in the face.
blank from the mouth.
That has to be from the actual session.
I think
It
so.
has to be. Like, here's the Alpha Red is just off to the side. He's just like, what the fuck? And then the
The DM and the cat player are just losing their shit.
yeah.
He's just like, really?
Oh god, he didn't die.
He's heavily damaged but alive, snapping back to reality and throwing Paul's axe to the ground. If I can't have the wand, no one can! Paul picks up one part of his peeled axe. Looks like the manager position just opened up. He throws the axe and hits Mark, but doesn't kill him. He then picks up the other peeled axe part to throw as well, but it boomerangs around and hits him in the back of the head.
Oh.
Tholomew grabs the wand from the ground and points it at Mark. This is for everything. The low tax return, the restraining order, for moving in next to me. You're my personal hell! Mark turns to Paul while being zapped by the wand. Would you still let me be your manager, even if I was a...
Worm. Puts him in a jar.
You're fired. You guys did it!
Hey!
Use the wand to turn me back into a human, please! Tholomew casts the wand's powers on Talop, finally turning him back into his original form. Paul and now human Luop lock eyes. Hi, Dad.
Knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Quick question. What is Luop backwards?
Paul.
Ha! Exactly. That's whenever Luop came in the first time, I was just like, hi, I'm Luop. I'm like, I know what they're doing here.
Is that you?
Aha!
Oh, Paul
Yeah.
and his lost son, Paul Jr. embrace. The wand, now all out of magic, crumbles into dust, and the party exits the cave. The
Uh-oh.
bomb is dead, and the explosions erupt behind them as the group walks off together.
Seeing a place blow with
Thanks
a
for-
bomb just immediately plays the sound clip in my head because I've been playing it again recently. It's like, no, my metal army, I'm gonna murder that boulder punching asshole. I've been playing Resident Evil 8 again.
Yeah.
For watching. This was a different type of video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Especially big thanks to Charlie, Ranbu, and Jacob for the great D&D session. It was super fun, and I really want to play more. I'd like to upload highlights of the actual D&D session to my second channel eventually, but it's not ready yet because I'm bad at planning. So maybe that'll happen one day. Anyway, this was a big project. Thank you to the team as always, and to Sir Meow for the sound effects. Links to everyone are in the description. Okay, I will see you later. Bye-bye.
So I gotta recommend it, Jaden, if you see this by some chance, or if all of y'all go to her chat and stream, you should pester her and be like, you should try Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes. Please. She's probably had a bunch of people just be like, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3. To which my response...
You can't be quite as ridiculous in Baldur's Gate 3, but there's room for a lot of creativity in it that makes it super fun.
But the fact that in Baldur's Gate 3, it's a game that's already animated and stuff like that, and you don't actually have to animate anything. It's like, yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, but she'll still reanimate it.
I don't doubt it.
With like other games and stuff. So.
I don't doubt it, but if she were to like do a hybridization of like her animation plus gaming clips put together, I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool.
And that's like part of DMing too, is also just like the combat that happens in Baldur's Gate. Of course, you throw a guy at another guy or something and kill him some way, but like you can add little flares of detail, like, oh, his spiky armor pierces the other guy in the heart and he dies and bleeds out from it and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's things to spark imagination or animation ideas in this case.
Yeah. The reveal of Luop being a reverse Paul. Yeah, I saw it coming, but oh, look who commented, Joe Cat. Welcome to the roleplay rabbit hole. Yes, yes. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, oh, god damn. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, give it a shot. You won't regret it. Let me capitalize the Baldur and the gate. You won't regret it.
If anybody's watching this reaction that doesn't realize what Baldur's Gate is Dungeons and Dragons.
It literally is. It's a
video game made by a studio called Larian Studios. They made the third one. They didn't make the first two, but the third one came out recently, and it's freaking amazing. The greatest Dungeons and Dragons video game adaptation ever so far. So that's why.
Yeah, I still need to get into it. I'm thinking about doing a campaign with Rick, Jake, and Nino. What's the cap on like before? Okay. Probably with Rick, Jake, and Nino. Although I think I don't know if all of them have the game yet.
And, I'd be interested in like co-piloting if you all four play, or if you don't have all four of them and have an extra slot, I can play with you guys.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
yeah, just being in the Discord while you guys play would be fun, because I can, answer questions if you guys have it and just laugh about the stuff that's going on with you guys.
Well, maybe. I mean, because knowing us, we'll all make some really, really dumb decisions.
Could be.
Like me, I'll try and do the logical build, and then all of a sudden, here comes Rick. He's just he's like, I have my guitar. I play my guitar I play my lute to try and seduce the dragon. The dragon instead burns me with fire. The dragon instead burns him with fire. It's like hard to get.
That's the
like that.
one thing I don't think they actually included this time around, is like you can't just straight up seduce like whatever enemy you come up against. It's not really a thing.
So
you can seduce your party members.
A bunch of player haters.
But like, yeah, you can charm person as a spell on like people, which gives them, I think it prevents them from attacking you and gives them disadvantage and stuff like that. And I can't remember exactly, but it's not like you can just be like, I want to try to bone that dragon. And it's like, that's not really an option.
Damn. Oh, well. But
it doesn't mean it's any less of a good game, though.
Oh, no. But it's just, the level of craziness you can get up to is still pretty high.
Yeah, it's basically Dungeons and Dragons taken more seriously. Like, and part of the fun of playing Dungeons and Dragons tabletop is usually the comedy that happens. But due to the shenanigans you can get into, there have still been plenty of comedic gut-busting moments that have happened when I'm playing with my friends.
Oh, God. All right. Anyway.
I mean, you saw
yeah.
halfling barbarians.
No, I know. That's hilarious, dude. I love that shit. All right. Anyway, so I think that's going to do it, everybody. So hopefully you all enjoyed, and I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
Y'all be good people. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.